No, don't.
And many more on Channel 6.
What? I need some help, girls.
Oh.
Thank you.
So finish the job.
Man, it's Wednesday. I did not get my workout in this morning. Woke up and my back had like a issue I can't even explain. It was stiff in like a specific spot. I'm thinking I slept on it wrong. It's the only explanation I got. So I'm feeling kind of out of sorts. I'm used to getting a good training session in, and I didn't get that to happen this morning. It normally takes something small to throw you out of balance. Typically, when something doesn't go right in your life, you find yourself getting kind of pulled into a different headspace. And it kind of jacks things up. It screws up certain things. I don't know. You wind up putting yourself in a position where you're thinking, what could I have done differently? What should I have done differently? What can I do differently next time? Because that's part of the human brain. We try to figure out how to fix things. We try to figure out how to cope and how to work through stuff. And a great deal of the time, we do a lot of that problem solving inside of our heads, and it almost appears like it's background noise. At least that's what it feels like to me. There's a lot of instances where I try to problem solve things inside of my head. I try to figure out how to correct things, how to make things better, how to deal with certain things that are in my mind, in that headspace. And the fact of the matter is, we're never going to be able to solve all of our problems. That's reality. There's always going to be struggle. There's always going to be stress. There's always going to be instances where you wish you had a better hold on things than what you do. That's never going to go away. Unfortunately, that is a very, very finite part of life that we can't really change. And I get it. Like right now, you're like watching this video and you're like, man, I thought this guy was a motivational speaker. This is pretty like down and out, right? I'm going to tell you the biggest part of motivation that I can for that is the fact that everyone deals the same way. Everyone suffers through that. Everyone deals with the falling outs, the down and outs, the headspace that we are all sinking in. Each one of us carries our own burdens, our own troubles, but all of us face the same headspace. And you should find comfort in that, because I know, like, one of the biggest things I've always had, like, circulate in my mind that's always been of a severe output is, man, like, I'm the only one that's facing this crap, that I'm alone, or that I'm by myself in the struggle. When in all reality, man, the person sitting next to you is probably in a down and out spot somewhere in their headspace too. We all have our own demons. We all face our own devils. It's the way this life works. And before you get on that, Christianity kick, you can be the epitome of a Jesus follower. That only means your road's going to be rockier, man. Jesus walked a very, very hard, very, very tough path And I mean, he was the son of God. So, you know, we're all in trouble. I guess the biggest point to this video is just to know that you're not by yourself. You're not alone. And you will make it through. Just as I talked in the last video about toxic people, every now and again we become toxic to ourselves. We flood our own thoughts with negativity. We tear ourselves down. We beat ourselves up. We do everything in our power to try to make ourselves feel less than what we actually are. And we need to find a way to get out of that headspace, or to better control it at least, to get a better grip on things and bring things back to the way, you know, to reality and the way things really are. And the way things really are is, man, you're a fighter. You're a fighter. You're a survivor. You are a chosen generation. You are a blessed generation. You are everything and anything that you need to be to survive in this world. God didn't bring you here just to bring you here. God didn't count the hairs on your head and instill these talents and these abilities in you just so you exist. You have a purpose. And I know, like, that's bleak, right? Like, everybody's got a purpose. Like, I know that is very cliche, and I know that sounds really lame. Like, I get it. But it's true. Some of the most cliche things we hear are true. So, just know that headspace that you deal with is going to be is the same headspace that the next guy and the next guy and the next guy's dealing with. I mean, again, you guys might be facing different devils, but you're in that same place. It's kind of the reason why I got into motivational speaking. It's the reason why I've gotten into doing these YouTube videos. Because we all need encouragement. At some point in our lives, we all need somebody to say that they relate to us or feel us or understand what we're going through and where we've gone and what we're handling. I know that, like, at face value, that sounds really lame, right? Doug, you can't possibly understand what I'm going through. You've never dealt with my situation before. You've never seen this. You've never felt that. And that might be true. You know, there's all kinds of different scenarios that this life can throw at you. But understand that pain that you're going through, while the struggles might be different, the internal pains, the headspace, that's all the same. So as you go through your day today, try to remember that, and know that you will come out on the other side. Know that you will get through what you're going through, and that there's a purpose behind it. And whatever you do, don't ever stop. You know, I use the hashtag keep moving forward a lot. And that's because that's probably the most important piece of advice that I've ever been given in my entire life. So I kind of want to share that with you. Keep moving forward. I think that's really it. I'm going to post another video on Friday. I'll see if I can find something a little bit more upbeat. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Keep killing it, because I know you are. And I'll see you back on here on Friday. I'm out.